Interface Video presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities, and the Frankie Smith Funeral Home.
Hello friends, and welcome to Fairfield Today. I'm your host, Paul Jasson. Thank you for joining us, and this is the first show that we are taping after the zoo show and the Lancaster Festival. We had some time off had a great zoo show a couple of weeks ago that we had, and it's been airing. I've heard a lot of positive comments about that, it looked like I was scared of the animals, and perhaps that's right. I'm not sure. When we had the skunk up here, maybe I was a little bit nervous around that, but it was a great show. Always enjoyed the zoo folks coming around. Then we had the festival shows live downtown for a couple of weeks, so took a little break here from the regular Fairfield Today, but now we're back, and it's fun to be with you today, and we're going to have a good show. Second half of the show, we'll talk to Doug Shaw about a big show coming up, the Antique Tractor Show out at the Lancaster Fairgrounds. Always a huge event out there, and that's coming up soon, and we'll talk to Doug about that. First part of the show today, during the festival, we had on the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce, and when we had them on, one of the subjects I talked about was how many members they have in the chamber, and they were talking about that, and most of the Lancaster Chamber is small business, so that's something we like to always talk about, because that's really in a community that, like Lancaster, small business is what really makes the community go. So it's a pleasure to talk about a relatively new small business going on. This is Pearl Yoga Studios. We'll find out where that is and the particulars of that as we go along here. Pleasure to have the folks here that really make that thing go. Jackie Moku is to my immediate right, and Misty Wilson, my far right. Girls, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
So Pearl Yoga Studios, I've seen that. I know because you're near the popcorn place, which
right.
I frequent at the shops at 6th and Forest Roads. And you're in the shops there on Forest Roads?
Right next to the
What's
popcorn.
your address?
616 Forest Rose Avenue.
616 Forest Rose Avenue. So you teach yoga. So what I know about yoga, we would be done here. We would not go any further, but I have you folks on, you ladies on, who know a great deal about it, and I was looking at some of the types of yoga that you have, and frankly, I only knew it as yoga. I had no idea there is restorative, slow flowing, hot flowing, gentle, chair, and supportive yoga. These are all different types. Jackie, I'll go with you first. Different types of yoga that you teach. All of those.
I do. I teach all of those different styles of yoga. The slow flow is it's a good class to take as a beginner. I teach multi-level students anyway, but if you're looking to get into a yoga class, then I would say the slow flow is probably one of the ones that you'd want to look into first. The hot flow is a popular class.
Really?
We turn the heat up to 90 degrees. And
you mean the actual heat?
The actual heat. Now, the temperature inside the room, once we all get started, for example, yesterday, 12 people in the class, it gets a little hotter than 90 degrees in there, but they love it. It is such a huge thing in the yoga world right now.
You stole my heart. I couldn't.
So we come out
12 people and they're all
sweat.
sweating, 90 degrees. Yeah, what fun you guys, girls must have down there at the studio. So is 12 an average size class?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good size class. That's a real comfortable size class in that studio. If the hot flow or the slow flow doesn't appeal to you, restorative yoga is a great way to practice a little bit of self-care. That's a kind of yoga where it's all very supported. We use bolsters, blankets, blocks, straps. Most of our poses are either seated, lying down. We use the support of a wall. And it's very relaxing. And so it really gives you an opportunity to open up joints in a gentle way, stretch some muscles, you get into the nerves and glands and internal organs, and you just come out feeling amazing. So if we can't get you into any of those other ones, maybe I can convince you to come into the restorative.
As long as I don't have to sweat, I'm okay with any kind of exercise. As long as I don't have to sweat, that's it. So, Misty, you teach, and I think you can. We can attest to that with your T-shirt right there. Very, very good marketing technique right there. Misty's Fit and Fun. That's something that's included in the yoga studio down there. That's something you do.
It is. I teach Misty's Fit and Fun. I teach senior fitness classes. I teach strength and balance. And Jackie is kind enough to let me come in and do my thing and do what I love.
Sure.
I work with seniors.
Is that all seniors or just predominantly?
Mostly all seniors.
Okay.
I'm a certified group exercise instructor, and I have worked for a fitness instructor for many, many years. I especially like working with seniors, and I have taught the Silver Sneaker program, and currently I am a Silver Sneaker Flex instructor, which means that I can teach outside of a gym. And the Silver Sneaker members can still come in and get those classes for free, like they would at any other gym that's participating.
And while we're talking about that, Misty, you talked about the things you're certified in. So you've been doing this a long time, so you've been certified to do this. You're just not somebody comes in and says,
Correct.
Bend here and do this and lift this. You have papers to prove this.
I have certifications in both group exercise and in the Silver Sneaker program. However, I taught my first fitness class when I was 19. It was a long time ago.
Well, like 30, 40 years ago.
There you go.
So Misty is with the yoga studio by popular demand. I teach a chair yoga class, and it's a popular class. And understand that chair yoga is not just a simple class that we're doing seated in the chair the whole time.
That's a shame.
So
it sounded interesting to me for a moment if I just sat there, but there's more to it.
There is a little more to it, but because some of the people in the chair yoga class just needed this extra component in their life, they're the ones who requested Misty. She has that reputation as being, somebody who's good with working with seniors and working good in the Silver Sneakers program. So it was by huge demand that she showed up in the studio, and what a blessing that is to serve those seniors.
I have Jackie Moku and Misty Wilson with me from Pearl Yoga Studios over on Forest Rose Avenue. While we're talking about that, you gave us the address. Give that again, and then a phone number and your website.
So the address is 616 Forest Rose Avenue.
Right off 6th Avenue.
Right on the corner of 6th and Forest Rose.
Yep. And
the phone number is 740-785-4050. And our website is www.yogaclassesinlancasteroh.com. So that should be fairly easy.
But I bet if you just put a search engine in and put Pearl Yoga Studios, you could run that down. You could find it.
Yep.
So the girls here, again, it's Pearl Yoga Studios. So obviously everything is class-based. So if people want to get in, and I guess somebody would need more information because you do so many things. To get that information, go to the website. They can look it up, have a lot of information on the website, but they can call you too or stop in and say,
Absolutely.
What do you do here? How do you do this? Because everything is probably based on class size.
Right, exactly. And it's so easy anymore that you can download the Mind Body app on your smartphone. You can look us up, Pearl Yoga Studio, and you can really look at everything that we have.
Okay.
It's that
Nice.
simple, and you can register online, you can cancel classes online, you can do it all from your smartphone. So it's really, really that easy. But if you have any questions, give me a call, come in, check us out, and I'd be happy to show you what we do there.
So the hours are, how early do you begin? How late do things go? I mean, I know everybody isn't early people or late people, but what are your typical hours down there?
My typical hours for the strength and balance classes are, I have an 11 o'clock class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I have a 12 o'clock class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that's what the Misty's Fit and Fun, the strength and balance, where we work with tubes, ball, and weights.
Okay.
That's what I do, and if you want more information on my classes, you can do Misty's Fit and Fun on Facebook, or you can contact me directly at 740-243-7228. However, Jackie spends a lot more time in that yoga studio teaching many hours of classes.
So that was going to be it. I'm sure you have people that can't come during the day, and some can't come during the evening,
Right.
depending on your your clientele. So what are the hours typically,
So-
or are there typical hours?
Yeah, I mean, our schedule is online. It's on Facebook as well. But like this morning, I started out my first yoga class. It's that slow flow yoga class, 5:30 in the morning. So if you need
Shut
a yoga
the front door.
if you need a yoga class,
Slow flow yoga at 5:30 in the morning.
and then the last one tonight will be at 4:45. So check us out. Look at our schedule, and you'll see we've got classes 7 days a week for you.
So what is gentle yoga? Is that different from chair yoga?
Yeah, gentle yoga might be one we could get you into as well. And that one is with
don't know.
Maria. Maria comes in every Monday at 3:30 to 4:30 and does a gentle yoga class that just, it's very restorative to your body. It'll make you come out feeling like you've done some work, you're just not breaking out into that huge sweat. You'll come out feeling amazing.
And you mentioned too, Misty, the silver sneakers, which is part of that. And I guess you can tell how people how to get involved in that, because I know that comes off your insurance.
It does.
But most of those cover that anymore, something like that. So if they have that or want to find more about that, they can ask you about that.
If you are trying to find out if you are qualified for Silver Sneakers, which is a fitness program that's offered through your insurance company, you can contact your insurance company and find out if they are a part of the Silver Sneakers.
And almost everybody has that anymore. I mean, almost all the supplementals are.
Yeah, and then what that does for them is they can come take my class for free.
Sure.
But she also offers classes for those who don't have
Yes.
silver sneakers.
Yes,
Yeah.
So
I accept
we've
all
got something
seniors,
for everyone.
including non-Silver Sneaker members. And I do want to mention that the classes that I teach involve a chair, but you can do it standing, seated, or a combination of both.
All right.
So it works out for everybody.
So how long? When did you open?
September 25th.
So here we are, almost a year now.
Almost a
And
year.
you just recently had a big grand opening with the Chamber of Commerce. A
Yes.
beautiful day, nice crowd there, getting things rolling. So I guess things are good.
Things are good.
Yeah. So again, what would be the contact information on somebody if they wanted to get a hold of you? I'll start with you first. Any contact?
Yeah, give me a call. You can call my cell, 740-243-0463. That's really the easiest way to reach me because you have contact at all times.
Okay. And yours?
My cell number is 740-243-7228. You can call me anytime. Please, if I don't answer the phone, please leave a message.
Leave a message. So this is Pearl Yoga Studios. Misty and Jackie are the folks with us today. You have Maria also.
Have Maria.
You got Maria going on. They're at 616 Forest Rose, right on the corner of 6th and Forest Rose. You can find them. They have a Facebook stuff. They have a website. I would just type in Pearl Yoga Studios here in Lancaster. You can certainly find that. So best of luck on this.
Thank you so
It's going in
much.
for almost a year now, and things are rolling. You got
Yep.
big classes, and I've heard a lot of good things about you there. So
Thank you.
Pretty exciting. So good luck to you. Girls Against Small Business, the heart of what makes things go in Lancaster, I think. And we're glad to have another small business on the show today, Pearl Yoga Studios. So Misty and Jackie, thank you for joining us,
Thank
and good
you.
luck.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We'll be back
Thanks,
and talk
everyone.
tractors in just a moment.
The Frank E. Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster or 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Welcome to the Dream Machine. Like to be part of the Dream Machine, keep me busy, and it's also important that we do it together as a group, and we plow and plant, and we have lots of produce. We have tomatoes like one here, and gourds, cucumbers, squash, crawfish, beets, microgreens. We also have flower arrangement, and we also sell bags, those tote bags out of animal food bags, and we sell them out in the market, farmers market.
It's a special place that keeps people healthy by eating a couple fruits and vegetables. I always show people, first time they pick raspberries and green beans, I show them how to do it like they do it wrong. Picking raspberries and green beans is simplest, easy for me. When entering some things in the fair like pumpkins, the gourds were growing, and everyone likes them. Tasty.
Welcome back to Fairfield today. I want to thank the yoga girls there. Misty and Jackie were with us with the yoga studios. Give us a lot of good information about that. Glad you're with us as we kind of begin after a little hiatus here with the Lancaster Festival. We're back with the Fairfield Today going each and every week. We're downtown here in the lobby of Fairfield Federal right here. And of course they have the locations here. They're over on the west side over at Fair and Pierce Avenue and up at Crossroad Boulevard in Pickerington. And again, we like to say one of the good things about dealing with a local company, and we talked about small business with the yoga studio, Fairfield Federal, locally owned, locally controlled, local people make the decisions here. So go to their website, fairfieldfederal.com. It's a very comprehensive website, lots of good information, but they'll have the names and phone numbers of people you can talk to who actually make the decisions for your money needs. So it's a good place to start if you're looking now as we move into, well into the summer, perhaps into the fall. If you're still looking to add on, to buy a house, do any of that, they can give you all the rates, what they do, the credit card information, the locations, the ATMs, everything's available on their website. Good place to start for your money questions. A lot of answers there, fairfieldfederal.com. Well, we get here into mid-August and late August, and one of the things we always get to talk about, and it's a fun topic, is the antique tractor show that goes on now at the Lancaster Fairgrounds. It used to be down at Alley Park, but for a good reason, it had to move down there. It just got so big. The Fairfield County Antique Tractor Club will be having their 24th annual show. Doug Shaw is with us, and we'll be talking about this. Doug, you're the president?
Yes, that's correct.
Again?
Always.
Again? Always years
Probably
before.
forever.
Probably as long as we do this show, as long as I'm around to do it, and when Stan did it, whenever anybody did it, you're here.
Yep.
24th annual show. I mean, and now, again, it is so big, and Alley Park was a wonderful place for that.
We loved it.
It was
down
great.
there,
Now, big open location, but time or space is an issue with you guys.
we outgrew Alley Park and we moved up to the fairgrounds, and it's worked out well. So.
Yeah. So you're there. It's coming up this weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The hours are this Friday at the fairgrounds, 12 to 8. Saturday 8 to 8, and Sunday 9 to 4. So it's a big weekend. And looking at what you're doing, you're featuring AC Alice Chalmers tractors and equipment. They'll take anything. You'll have them all in there.
We want all brands, but
Yeah.
we always try to feature one brand every year.
This is
And
Alice
this
Chalmers.
is Alice Chalmers' year. So.
And something else that I didn't know what it was, and we had a little brief show and tell here. You were telling me about this before we came on. You're going to be featuring hit and miss engines.
Yeah,
Normally, I'd think that's not a good thing, a hit or a miss engine, but you're telling me it's a good thing.
It is a good thing. This is something we've never done, is a feature to hit and miss engine. We have a club member that has many of them, so we thought we'd feature them this year. But a hit and miss engine, to kind of explain how it runs, it fires and then it coasts, and then it fires and it coasts. Very economical on fuel. Way back in the days, they used them to run water pumps, corn shellers, things like that, belt-driven stuff. the Amish still use them.
Okay. Probably because of the economy.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah. So they're not allowed to use electric, so they use these little hit and miss engines. But that's something we're going to feature this year for a change.
Nice. So hit and miss engines, Alice Chalmers is the feature thing. And again, at the fairgrounds, they're at 157 Fair Avenue, you know where that is. Everybody knows where the fairgrounds is. And we're looking at, you've got really something for the whole family. You can come
Well,
to this.
that's the thing. We try to have something for everybody.
Yeah.
The man, the woman, the child, you
Sure.
know, when you get the child there for events, and you get parents and grandparents there, the aunts and uncles, it's a good thing. And you can come there and eat. We got,
Food
reasonable
booths.
food,
Yeah.
so it's a nice thing that you can bring your whole family. You can walk around all day for free, see a lot of different activities.
We want to mention that too. Admission and parking is free. I mean,
yes,
if you eat before you come and you don't want to eat, you
Yeah.
can
Oh, yeah.
spend as much time you're
Exactly.
there and never get in your
and,
pocket.
And there's plenty of shade there, benches to sit on. I mean, you can just come and
Grandstand,
watch.
I guess, you
Yep,
can go in
yep,
that.
yep.
So always before, what was it? You had the steam engines
On the infield.
on the infield. They were over there, but
Right.
this year you might
We're
move those.
We're going to move them over on this side of the track, just because people won't cross that racetrack for some reason.
It's like that's the line.
It's like the borderline. They will not cross over there. And I think a lot of it is the inside bleachers over there kind of hide that over there.
Yeah.
So people don't know
not
it's
as
over there.
visible.
Yes, exactly.
Even when you're grandstand, you really can't.
Exactly. So we're going to try to move everything on this side of the track, space permitting.
Nice. That'd be
So,
nice. I was
we'll
looking
try.
at some of the things. So again, you begin Friday at noon display, and everybody starts to bring their things in. Everything's
Right,
getting
right.
set up. You got a 3:00 bail toss. So things then really get going. Saturday morning 8, you got a pancake breakfast in the dining hall. That's a nice deal.
Yeah, Lancaster Parks always puts that on for
Yeah,
us. So.
nice deal. Start that out, $5
appreciate
donation
that.
for that. And then again, as Doug was indicating, you can come all day, and it isn't like Dad wants to look at things, and the kids going, Dad, when we get go. They got a lot of things for the kids here too.
Right.
Got toy show, and they're on sale all day. At
Yep.
the antique tractor pull will be at 10 in the morning. That's always a well-attended
yep,
event.
yep,
Everybody likes
yep,
that.
yep.
Children's pedal tractor pull. Parents love that. Kids love
yeah,
that.
grandparents love it.
Sure,
It's
that's
a
at
big
noon.
event.
And now here we get into some interesting things here, Doug. Okay, at 2:00 on Saturday we have the skillet toss, and
This is where
you don't
women
show-
take their frustrations out.
men too. Well,
Yeah.
they have a wrench toss.
Wrench
I guess
toss.
it's a wrench toss. That's a
Right.
good call there.
Right,
Women get that.
right.
Okay, so we go that, and then that's at 2:00. 3:00, the kids coin scramble. A lot of activity. The tractor parade is at 4. But then I want to get to this one. Now this is something I haven't seen before. I haven't been everywhere, but everywhere I've been, I haven't seen this. At 5:00, we have a human tractor pull. Is that what that says it is?
That's human
That's
tractor
not a
pull.
misprint.
That's not a misprint. Something we've added to the show this year. And what it's going to be is you got to have a 4-man team.
Okay.
There'll be age groups according, and then you'll have a great big rope hooked to a tractor. Mm-hmm. The tractor will be sized according
just
to the age
one
group.
rope?
One great big
Okay.
rope with big knots on it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
It'll be a timed event,
Okay.
start to finish,
Sure.
and then there'll be prizes for the winner.
Just like when the sleds pull, you got to go
Yep.
from here to here, and what
Yep.
time you get it
Yep.
in, that's it. And then
Yep.
there's prizes for the
For the winners.
and different age groups. So
Right, there'll
everybody.
be different age groups. They're actually going to have a women's class. So I think there's 4 age groups plus a women's class.
Somebody could
So-
win the skillet toss, come right down there,
There
and
you
win the
go, yeah.
women's human tractor pull.
Yeah.
And I could see that where maybe some football teams would
Oh,
get
yeah.
involved. Where it's summer,
Right.
2-a-days are starting
Right,
now. School's
exactly.
just getting started. So
Yeah, we've been out to the fairgrounds 2 different nights now, doing some test runs, and we brought some kids in, and just to see how hard it would be and so forth. And we put different size tractors on the rope to see how heavy it would be to pull. And
that's how it works. If it's a smaller, the younger kids,
Right,
they've got a
right,
smaller.
right.
The big football players come
Yep.
in. We got a big dog.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's going to be interesting.
I think that would be what's worth the price of admission. I can tell
Oh
you
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's free to get in, so
Then it
Definitely worth
got
it.
some bands there. 7:00, Matt
Yep,
Simmons, and
yep.
then 8:00, the Jacob Lonas band,
Yep.
and then we moved to Sunday at 10:00, and kind of some more of the things. We got a church service at 10. The garden tractor pull. What's that?
well, it's you think of a normal garden tractor, but these things
Yes.
are souped.
Really?
I mean, they're really.
And that's a pull.
Yes, they got a pull.
Okay.
They got a sled, special sled for them, and so forth. and there's a lot of power in a little garden tractor.
They get it moving.
They get her moving.
This is not your little John Deere.
No. It's really amazing how they can pull that big sled. So yeah, that's on Sunday mornings.
And then at noon, the big tractor parade.
Yep.
You got bluegrass music.
Yep.
At 2 o'clock, the kids' coin scramble. Finish it off at 3 o'clock with a rough saw lumber auction at the sawmill. So really, it's
One thing I
wanted.
I don't know if you ever heard of these Sigler brothers.
I have heard of them.
They're out of Somerset.
Gospel
We had
and
them in our
country
banquet
music.
there in the wintertime, and our winter banquet. Fantastic.
Really?
Oh my gosh. And so we invited them to come to the show, and they were willing to do that.
Well,
so.
very good. So it begins this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Fairfield County Fairgrounds. Alice Chalmers, you haven't featured them in a while or never?
Well, we've featured them in the past.
It's been a
but
while.
We do a rotation.
Okay.
Everybody has to take their turn.
Be a lot of orange down there.
Well, yeah, I know of Roger Mass out here west of town. He's probably going to have 20 tractors with an implement on every tractor.
Really?
Yes, he's got a big collection.
He must be the ones that are typically, I think it's the July 4th parade. We
Yes,
see them come.
yes,
And there's a
yes.
lot of tractors, but there's a
Right.
lot of AC
Oh,
tractors.
yeah. Yep.
And that
Well,
might be a lot
and
of
Larry
him.
Joe's, I don't know if you remember Larry, but he's got a lot of ACs too. So he'll be there also. So we hope for a big turnout.
Well, I think the weather is predicted to be good. I
Yep.
think that's always an
I've been
issue.
telling everybody 78 degrees and sunny, but
Well, let's go with that. Doug says 78 and sunny for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So make your plans
we hope.
accordingly. Yeah.
We hope.
And again, it's all free. No parking charges. You can park there at the fairgrounds. There'll be people to park you everything. Just,
yeah, and
just
we'll
normal.
shuttle you up into the fairgrounds.
Nice.
on
So that's
golf
good.
carts and
that's very
surreys
good.
and so forth.
So if you can't make it, you can. There's help there to get around. So admission is free, parking is free. But again, something for everybody. They've got some of the things. They've got a flea market there. They've got the crafts. You've got the steam engines. I can remember. I guess I sort of remember the steam engines. I think they used to be part of the old car show.
Right,
Because it
right.
used to be right there near the entrance when you walked in.
Yep.
And that's an eye-appealing thing. When you drive by and see that,
yes, they are amazing. And surprisingly, we're getting some young guys interested in it.
Good.
I thought it was going to be a dying field there for a while,
Sure.
but we're getting some young guys interested in it.
Well,
so
good.
It's coming back.
Well, it's going to be a fun weekend. Tractor displays, field demonstrations all weekend long, raffles. Got some animals there.
Yep.
Again, everything's free, so you're going to have a great time. It's this weekend at the Lancaster Fairgrounds, Fairfield County Fairgrounds. Begins Friday at noon, runs 12 to 8. Saturday is 8 to 8, and Sunday 9 to 4. So anybody who wants to bring something down, do they have to register something? Or
They should register.
Just
They'll be
check in?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you can do that any time you get
Right,
down there. Very
right,
good.
absolutely.
Well, it's going to be 78 and sunny. Going to be perfect weather for you, bud. Doug is the president of the Fairfield County Antique Tractor Club ad infinitum. He'll be here as long as we need him, so
Yep.
we'll look forward to that.
Yep.
Have him back each and every year. So good luck. It's always a fun event. Golly, going to be good weather, big crowds, a lot of stuff for everybody down there.
Yep. Come and enjoy.
Come and enjoy at the fairgrounds this weekend. 24th annual Fairfield County Antique Tractor Club. Doug, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for joining us at Fairfield today.
Interface Video presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities, and the Frankie Smith Funeral Home.